Hey guys, it's Ariel here. This is the official long version of the video talking about my newest creation of my natural deep conditioner, fermented rice water and aloe vera gel. Honestly, if you guys think of a cuter name for it, let me know because it's way too long. But here is the star right here. Hallelujah. So hopefully I won't make this too long of a video. My goal is to kind of put a lot of great information in there. We're going to talk about fermented rice water and how wonderful it is for your hair. We're going to talk about hair care routine, specifically what I do for mine. And number 3, we are going to talk about do's and don'ts of the fermented rice water, which is honestly just one don't. All right, let's get into it. So fermented rice water is known to be absolutely amazing. It started in the Yao tribe in China. This tribe had been using fermented rice water for decades upon decades. They are honestly awesome. They're known as the Rapunzel tribe, and they are also known as the tribe with the longest hair in the world. This tribe started sharing a little bit of their secrets. Eventually, don't know when people around the world started using their recipe, but that's what they started doing. About 8 years ago, I started using fermented rice water for my hair because I had hair damage from straightening it too much. And I really wanted my hair to grow, so I wanted to try something different. And fermented rice water was my main routine that I did once a week. And then I would add like other things in there, like maybe a raw egg into it some weeks, maybe aloe other weeks. I honestly would switch it up pretty often. So fermented rice water is a wonderful treatment. Yes, it is a natural treatment. What it does is that it's very high in antioxidants. It balances the pH level in your hair. It has vitamin D, vitamin B, vitamin C. Honestly, I'll put a list over here on all the things that it comes with, all the benefits of it. It's a really wonderful, wonderful, wonderful treatment. The number one thing I really think of when I think of fermented rice water is how high it is in protein. It is very, very high in protein, and we're actually going to go more into that later on in the video when I talk about the do's and don'ts. We're going to talk about how high in protein it is. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and talk about hair care. The hair care routine for this fermented rice water. First off, this is not a leave-in conditioner. Alright, do not leave it in your hair. Number 2, it is not a shampoo, all right? Don't treat it like a shampoo. It will not cleanse your scalp, all right? So, it is a natural deep conditioner. What that means is that it has all natural ingredients, and it's going to help you deep condition your hair. What is deep conditioning hair? I'm about to cough. Itchy throat. What is a deep conditioner? A deep conditioner is a conditioner that the goal is to go into your hair fibers and add lots of nutrients, lots of vitamins, lots of awesomeness to your hair to help your hair grow, to help it be shiny, to help it be glossy, whatever it really is that pertains to it. That is what a deep conditioner is. And you will hear a lot of people say for curly hair, you should deep condition your hair often. Yes, you should, because naturally curly hair is very dry, and our ends really need it. Our hair needs it. It needs to be deep conditioned pretty often. Now, this fermented rice water is for all hair types. I use fermented rice water, and I had other people using it for a few years. And this one lady, she's the first Caucasian woman who tried the fermented rice water. And I have to add her testimonial eventually here for you guys. Her hair went from being mostly gray to literally in 2 weeks it was like 60% gray, like 60-70%. Her brown hair started coming back in. I did not know that fermented rice water could do that, so I do want to put that in there, that hey, depending on what you want this product to do, it possibly could do that for you. All right, so if you don't really want to grow your hair, if you want to get rid of some grays, hey, this might work. It doesn't hurt just giving it a shot. This is a 15-ounce bottle, and it should go a very long way. Because it's in gel form, it should go a very long way for you. All right. But of course, I mean, I know the most about curly hair. So I would definitely say, curly hair girls, if you want to grow out your hair, please try out my product. Anyways, because it is high in protein and high in some other stuff, that's why it is a deep conditioner. And that's why we're going to use this awesome thing right here. Hallelujah. To deep condition our hair. And this is how I go about my hair care routine. The first thing I do is detangle my hair with hot water, not like scalding hot. Do not burn yourself. I detangle it with hot water. The reason being is because our hair follicles, when we put hot water on it, they open up. All right, we want them to open up. So they open up, and we go ahead and use that opportunity to go ahead and put in something that we want our hair to absorb, right? So if our hair follicles are closed, it wouldn't absorb. Either it won't absorb at all or absorb a little bit. So I use hot water. As soon as I put hot water, I go in with my natural deep conditioner. What I love about this wonderful thing here is that because I finally figured out how to make it a gel. Yeah! I finally figured out how to make it a gel. It's not going to run down your face like regular rice water would. It's not going to get in your eyes and stuff like that. Thank God. Yay! So what you do is you take the applicator, which is this awesome thing. Not this part. And you're going to go directly into your scalp with it. Alright, you're going to rub it in. You're going to massage it to your scalp. Then you're going to make your way to your ends. Make sure the whole thing is saturated very thoroughly and very well. Next thing I do is I put on a cap. If you have a heat cap, that's great. Okay, if you have a heat cap, do that. I'll put in the description the one I use for Amazon that I got for myself. If you have a heat cap, do that. All right. If you don't, use a regular cap, or for years, and I still do this sometimes, I just use a Walmart bag, tie it on, and then if you don't have a heat cap, you're gonna use your diffuser of a blow dryer. Okay. You want it to get hot. The reason why you want it hot is because you want your hair follicles to continue to stay open while you're doing this treatment. I keep mine in for 30 minutes, and I do this once a week for 30 minutes. Now, some other folks, honestly, it depends on the person per person. So when you order your fermented rice water from me, I want to talk to you about your hair, what kind of hair goals you have, and what hair type you have. Because again, we're going to go into the do's and don'ts, and that's how it's going to go into that. Main thing is, I don't want you to misuse this treatment. All right. So I use mine for 30 minutes. Leave it in there, right? Have either the heat cap or a diffuser blow dryer, or honestly, a regular blow dryer without a diffuser would be fine. Just put it around, okay? After you do that, then it's time to rinse it out. I rinse it out with warm or cold water. If you can tolerate cold water, do cold water. What you want to do, same thing, just backwards. You want your hair to capture all those nutrients that just absorbed, and you want your hair follicles to close, right? So if you left your hair follicles open with hot water, a lot of that awesome nutrients that you just worked so hard to get into your hair follicles will just trickle on out. So do your best to either do warm water or cold water. All right, so rinse it out, then go ahead and follow up with your deep conditioners after you get out the shower. Follow up with your oils, everything you need, because fermented rice water is known to dry out your hair. It's honestly a wonderful conditioner. Like, you don't need to put extra conditioners when you use it, because you can just detangle it yourself. However, because it's so high in protein, it does tend to dry out your hair. So make sure you follow up with deep conditioners and your oils. All right, so pretty much style your hair as you would normally after that. Now we're going to go ahead and go into the do's and don'ts. I know I keep talking about protein. Let's talk about this protein. All right, so fermented rice water is so high in protein, and it's also, in a good way, high in acid. Because of these things, if you use the fermented rice water too much, or if you leave it in your hair consecutively, you can get a protein overload. If you ever look on YouTube and see, hey, talking about fermented rice water, you will see that you'll see videos that say, oh, fermented rice water, and then you can see the same YouTuber 3 years later saying, oh my gosh, well, I'm never going to use fermented rice water ever again. It did this to my hair. Blah, 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 blah. All right. The reason why is because they misused the treatment. They did not do it how you should do it. It is not a leave-in conditioner. Most of the time, that's what they did. They left it in their hair, and they did this for years. I mean, months, years, depending on their hair type. Their hair will start getting brittle. It'll start breaking. It'll start to be untamable, unmanageable. Honestly, and it'll stop growing. The point is not to do that. All right. Did I ever tell you what this does for your hair when you do it right? You get hair growth. It thickens your hair. It makes your hair naturally shiny. And hey, that is what we want. We want our hair to be healthier from the inside so it can show off its light on the outside. That's the goal. We don't want to do what these other folks did. Please do not use my conditioner like shampoo or a leave-in conditioner. It is not what it's designed for. That is my big don't. Do not do it. We do not want to do a protein overload. That's not it. Okay? That's why when you order your fermented rice water, I want to talk about what are your goals for the hair and what your hair type is. All right, because you cannot use it too much. Okay? My hair, it works out where I did it once a week. I did that for 8 years and it's worked for me. Biggest thing is pay attention to your hair. Pay attention to how your hair adapts to it, and we'll just talk about how long you really should do it. Some people do it once every month. Some people do it once a week. Just don't overdo it, okay? This is a natural ingredient, and then you possibly won't see results right away. Okay, so have patience with yourself, have patience with your hair. Don't give up, all right? Like I said, I used mine. It took me, 5 months until I saw a difference when I first started using it. So give yourself grace and give yourself time. So thank you so much for checking out this video. Again, what we talked about how wonderful fermented rice water is. We talked about hair routine, hair care, how to use it, and we also talked about how not to use it. So thank you so much, guys, for coming in and joining me today. I hope I answered all your questions. If not, message me. Hey, if you have questions, I will answer them. All right, and if anything, if it's a really good question, I might even do a video covering it. So thank you so much for joining me. Bye.